or a brand new live, I should say. So, people are getting fired from left to right. People are losing their jobs because they are saying things that obviously is not in um it's which doesn't look good on the company. And these companies are not messing around. They are just cutting people loose, firing them, getting rid of them. Now, there is two side to this. One, it is appalling that people are talking bad about the dead man, Charlie Kirk. That's one. That's appalling. And two, these people have free speech, meaning that they can say things that offends us, but still, they have the right to say how they feel. And I'm thinking, okay, free speech probably, maybe free speech can be taken too far. And I believe that might be part of the problem right now. All right? Free speech taken too far. But also, I'm observing where I think people should be mourning the death of Charlie Kirk, but Charlie Kirk's death has been used as a political tool. So many people are getting um, for instance, like Charlie Kirk's death has nothing to do with a lot of you, a lot of folks. A good portion of you. His death has nothing to do with you. I'm not even sure why some of you even involved in it. This is something for his Hi catch 'em all. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Charlie Kirk's death has nothing to do with a lot of people. But for some strange reason, so many people got hung up or got caught up in his assassination. Hey Christy, how you doing? Thank you so much. Don't forget folks, while you are here, to like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all being here. Subscribe and help out your boy to get out into the YouTube universe so more people can see my content. Thanks, I appreciate y'all for being here. Yeah, so Charlie Kirk's death has nothing to do with a lot of people. It just doesn't. But still yet these people get so caught up in it, so emotional, that they are saying things that other people find appalling. So what's going on here? They are losing their job. I even saw a clip earlier where Jimmy Kimmel, I think he's ABC comedian or late night comedian show house, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what he is. I think he's a comedian. You can call him that. I learned that he lost his job too. I believe he's from the ABC um company. I believe that's a company that he was hired by ABC. So I heard that he too lost his job as well. So many people are losing their job over this Charlie Kirk incident here. This has been used now, I see, as a political tool, right? So this has become a political tool. So many people got fall for this trap here. Nobody don't even remember Charlie Kirk. I don't think they remember him. I think they are just using this situation here to capitalize on it and cause as many havoc as they possibly can. So what's going on here now? the freedom of speech. So the freedom of speech, despite the fact that I do not agree with these people, I don't, and I believe that they should face some consequences for their actions and you know and what they say. You know, so still, I'm still conflicted, but because now I'm looking at it now, I realize that they are using this Charlie Kirk assassination. Lord knows what next they are going to do. So now they are taking away jobs. That's one step, right? That's one step. Hey, Hawkins, how you doing? So that's one step. Hey, Barry, what's next? When they take away the jobs, which I believe that these companies have, you know, that I think they're entitled to not have you work for them. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Zia. So now that's the first step. Take away your jobs. What's gonna happen next? I'm keeping my eyes open on what is going to happen next here, because I don't believe it is going to stop there. I just don't believe it. Now understand something here. When people lose their jobs, I, you know, I don't know how many people have the savings to carry them through until they get another job. Because I believe most of us, if we lost our job, there goes our you know our apartment, our house, wherever we live, our room we rent in somebody's house, whatever, gone. Thank you very much, Sia. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Winter Angel. You know, so I just I am just thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate you. I was kind. you know, so we don't know what's gonna happen next year, folks, because you see, right now the momentum has been built. First, I thought they were going to go into a civil war. That looks like it's cooling down. I'm not sure. I don't think that's gonna happen. Now they are moving into make people become more poorer than they are, because when you lost your job, there goes your income, gone, bye bye, unless you have like a side hustle somewhere to fall back on. Thank you very much, dear. um yeah, so right now, people are gonna fall on hard times right now. For Jimmy Kimball, his situation might be different because he might have some financial cushion somewhere there, where he can fall back on and he can survive for a while. You know, So I'm looking at this right now, and they are using this man's death, to they are using this man's death to capitalize on their motives, which I believe at the end is just tyranny. So instead of instead of looking at the man who Charlie Kirk was, I heard some people say he was a racist and so forth. Honestly to God, I don't believe that's what I know. Some people are going to disagree with me. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that he is a racist person. I truly don't believe that he's a racist. I deeply don't believe that at all. He's like one of the first person I heard. He said something which I've been saying to myself for a long time. Race is not that important. It's just not. Are you a good person? Are you a good person? That's it. I don't even care so much about your spirituality. You know, I don't even care. So it's because it's like not everybody's going to be a Christian. It's just not gonna happen. Especially here in America, it is very difficult to get everybody here in America to be Christians. And even if they are Christians, they're gonna be like 10 million different types of Christians. That's just how it's going to be here in America. Because people have the freedom to choose what spiritual order they wanted to follow. And that's a beautiful thing. And we need to leave some people to let them go do their thing. Like where I live here, I see lots of Amish people walk, going back and forth, you know, daily about their business. And they are some of the nicest people you will ever meet. They harm no one. They are not a problem to no one. And I know some people, some of you might say, well, the Amish are not real Christians. You know, some of you might, well, you see the Amish, they are blasphemers, and they are just not following the Lord the way how according to the Bible and so forth. I understand that. I get what you are saying. But what about if they are just genuine, decent, nice people? I believe if I met Charlie Kirk in person, I believe that me and him would probably, we probably end up being good friends. I think he's a nice guy. I just believe that. So when I hear people calling him all kinds of names and say the worst thing in the world about him, okay, yes, please, I know you might call me an Uncle Tom, whatever the heck you might call me, and that's fine. I can deal with with the name calling. But I don't believe Charlie Kirk was a horrible, despicable human being. I just don't believe so. I don't believe he has hate in his heart for anyone. Yes, he said some things probably about the whole Gaza situation and so forth. And, those are things that he probably was ignorant to what was going on over there in the Middle East. I think he was ignorant to it. I don't think he understood what was really going on over there. So he said some things there which I think, rub a lot of people the wrong way. But I don't believe that he was a despicable human being. I think he genuinely wants to do good. And I think that's what he was doing. He was doing the work. He was doing what makes sense to him. The way how he execute, the way how he did what he loved to do. Because it's not what you do sometimes, how you do it, how you say it. And people are very emotional. They don't stop to think. We are emotional beings. And some of us don't stop to think about how we react. How we react to what somebody said. And I believe this is where a lot of people ended up going after Charlie Kirk, or people who just didn't like him at all because of the stuff that he said. He said skin color is not that important. That's what he said. Race is not the most important thing, because he realized that so many people concentrate, fixated, intense focus on race. And he was like, it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is, are you a good person? And I think people miss that. But they hear everything else. And he was pro-family. He wants the black fathers back into the homes. I can see that rubbing a lot of black women the wrong way. I can tell you that right now. Not having a black man in the house, by the way, makes the black family more poorer. I know. I have similar experience, so I know. Once that income gone, I don't care. You're gonna tell me, oh, he was just making 32K a year. It doesn't matter. That's 32K. If he, let's say the family is split up. She goes her own way, he goes his own way. That's 32K that is no longer in the household. You gotta understand that. I know it's not a lump sum. I get it. So, the whole, he was just for family and his religion. Doesn't mean I agree with him on some of those things. I don't. But this is what Charlie Kirk was trying to do. And he said it. He said the black woman break up with the black man and go marry to the US government. And that is true, because that is how they start getting free money. So that way they can live in their apartment by themselves. Don't need a man. You may be right. Might be they just don't need a man. But you know who need the man in the house? The child. Our children. And that's who they don't think about. So some of these women think about themselves first and forget about the kid. Forget about the family structure. It's very difficult for a child to grow up and become successful without having the proper guidance. It's very difficult. And this is why so many kids ended up in prison, die, go to jail, join gangs, ended up taking drugs. Girls ended up on stripper poles, start dancing. All, OF model fans and all of this stuff happening. There's no proper guidance. The dad is not in the house. Some women want to be by themselves. And I get that. And that's fine. Because they don't want to have to follow a man's lead. I get it. People want to be free, want to be by themselves, want to be able to do whatever the hell they want whenever they want, with nobody questioning their behavior. And that's fine. But when there's a kid involved, you probably should start thinking about the child or children. So these were some of the things that Charlie Kirk actually talks about. And these were things that he pushed for. He wanted these things to happen because he understood the danger of not having the father in the household. Yeah, whatever. I don't buy into that at all. I'm not gonna sit down here listening to that BS. Honestly, I will not. Don't tell me that there's nothing but bad men out there. I just not gonna buy into that. I'm really not. I understand he was just one person, and I would like to learn more about him. I want to know where he grew up, who he grew up around, you know, who he grew up around. I want to know who he grew up around. Who did he grow up with? Did he grow up with his dad? Did he grow up with both parents? Who influenced him? Who was he influenced by? I can't just sit down here. Hey Cal, good to see you. I can't just sit down here and say, men are evil and men are bad. I can't just do that. That's just not a good way how to come off. I hear so many women say the same thing over and over and over. Okay? So he was just like, not everybody is gonna come out good. Was he on drugs? Was he drinking? We have to ask these other questions there. Was he a spiritual person? You know? It's like, so to blame every single man for all the problems in the world, some people are just not good people. Period. That's just how it goes. And you happen to just pick one of those people who are just not good people. I don't believe those people should be among us. They are just not good people. And I get it. I understand it. I've seen some of those people too. They influenced me as well. But I was smart enough to get away from their influence. These non good people. I understand. I get it. But at the same time, too, I would like to hear his side of the story as well. Because I'm just hearing one side, you know? Exactly. Exactly. Exactly, Kia. I truly believe, they have a saying that birds of a feather flock together. Not, I'm not sure if it's always true, but we tend, see, so he needs help. The man needs help, you know? He needs a proper treatment. Diagnose, get a proper treatment. And I understand that your mom should get away from him. Just get away from him. Period. I understand that. So yes, some men are bad. Bad men. And I don't recommend good women being around those men. Period. Because those men destroys good women and make them something which they weren't. And that's just not good. So when they met good men, then they don't even know what to think because the last guy treated her poorly. I understand that. So yes, good women should take the time out to seek out good men. So that way they don't left them with a whole bunch of trauma and damage them. Because some guys are just horrible. They just left good women traumatized. And that's just horrible. Destroy those women. A lot of the times. And this is why I said women shouldn't choose their husbands or boyfriends. They shouldn't. Because oftentimes I see they chose the wrong guys. They chose the worst guys. So we need to put the blame on everybody here. It's always more to the story. Two sides. I see how it's two sides to the story. Or three sides. His side, her side, and the truth. Well, all right then, folks. Rayan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. And hopefully tonight was engaging and was a little bit different here tonight. So hopefully, we can get together and we don't need a freaking civil war. And we don't have to use Charlie Kirk's death to bring more tyranny upon us and more control from the madman in Washington, D.C. All right then, folks. Talk to you soon in a new live. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, bye for now.